So guys, this is Cool Story Bro, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to get a vertical home button. And you're probably thinking, do you need to jailbreak your iOS devices? Of course not, you don't need to do that. This is kind of a hidden feature in iOS. I think it's been out since the iPhone 3GS days, and I've just actually found it. I don't know how, because as you know, I'm a big Apple fan, but I've actually found it in the tips and hints, and it was on there a few weeks ago, and then they've actually took it off because of the iOS 11. Now you're looking at the new iOS 11, as you can see here, the iOS 11. I actually updated it this morning as well as my iPad at the same time, which is pretty cool. Really fast, really fluid, which is really nice. And you're probably thinking, well, why don't you upgrade to an iPhone 8 or an iPhone 8 Plus? The reason why is because I'm actually waiting for the big bad boy, as you know, the iPhone X. And the only thing I hate about that phone is the home button is actually getting replaced, but it's going to have a bigger screen, which is awesome. And that's what I really love from Apple devices. That's why I've got the Plus, because I love the bigger screen. I'm a guy that loves bigger screens on mobile and tablet devices. I'm going to show you how to get a vertical home button. So as you probably see right now on the screen, you're probably thinking, how are you getting this? Like it says, no jailbreaking required. So you don't need to hack your device to do this. But it's really simple. You can have it on the top of the screen, over here, there, and there. Or even right where the home button should be. So this is pretty simple. I'm going to show you how to do this right now. So what you have to do is go in your settings. You go to the General, and you go to Accessibilities, and you go where it would say Touch. Now, as you can see, mine is already set up, and this is pretty easy to do. Anyone can do this. So it says Customize Top Level Menu. So when you press on this, as you can see, mine is only home button. So if I press like 2 icons, 3 icons, 4 icons, 5 icons, up to 8 icons. But for now, I'm going to use mine as 1 as a home button. So I'm just going to press on this. And then it says here, so you can actually use it as any button you want. So it can be a home button, notifications, you can have Siri with this if you wanted to. But I'm going to have mine as the home button. So I'm going to click on this and then go straight down. As you can see, it says 3D Touch. So if you've got the iPhone with the 3D Touch, you can actually have the action as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually having mine on home as well. You can have it as lock rotation, a pinch, and mute, volume up and down, and the lock screen. So I'm just going to have mine as home. So I'm just going to press back. And you press on there where it says 15%, and you're probably thinking, well, what is this? This is like when you don't touch the home button for a while, it's always going to be on the screen, and it's always going to irritate you. So when you do this, you can probably see on the screen right now, my vertical home button is really bright. And then you can have it to 15%. I really wish Apple would actually have it on to 0 where you can't actually see it. But it's really hard when I'm using the recording software. I can't actually see it on the screen, but because I'm actually looking directed at my iPhone, I can actually see kind of a bit. So you press back, and then you can actually create new gestures if you wanted to. So I'm not going to actually touch that. So you go back, and then you have this button here, which is your vertical home button, and it works fine, which is awesome. If you're a really big fan of taking screenshots of your phones, you can actually do that by pressing the power button and then the vertical home button. It works fine, which is awesome. And I think this is going to be a really big feature, especially if you are waiting for the iPhone X, because as you know, the iPhone X won't have a home button, but this is going to be awesome because you can actually put it right bang in the middle of the iPhone screen and react it as a home button, which is awesome. And it does it the same. So when I go in Calculator, as you can see there, press on all buttons, say I want to go back to my home screen, which is here. I just press it, and there we go. And say I was on, Safari, on Google, say I want to go back to my home screen, there we go. And say you was like miles away, you want to go back to the front as quick as possible, there you go, it does it straight away. And it happens on any application, such as like, you're browsing for your movies like Netflix. Say you was looking for a movie and you wanted to go back on your home screen, and it's pretty simple. You can find it, or you can just swipe it, and there you go. It's pretty cool. So that is how you get your vertical home button, latest iPhone. And like it says, this is iOS 11, so you don't need to be the lowest of the iOS. It's always built in from the iOS 11, which is awesome. And like I said, I think this is going to be a massive feature, especially for you iPhone X owners. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy, and like and share with all the Apple fans out there so they can get this. And hopefully this will put your mind at ease for getting an iPhone X without the home button, because this is a virtual home button.